You know what game I haven't played in a while? Super Metroid. Let's go ahead and just jump into some Super Metroid. And I'm not going to waste your time or mine. We're going to skip the whole series station part of the game. We're going to jump right down to the planet and get into it. And I do want to kind of start this series off. I feel like I need to start it with an apology and an explanation. I need to apologize because I have not played Super Metroid on the channel for an extremely long time. It's been years. I played it on the channel once when the game was brand new in 1979, and I haven't played it since. But it is one of the greatest games ever, and I get 70 emails a day from people asking me to play this game more on the channel. So, just do another run of Super Metroid. Let's just go in there, we'll get through it. And, yeah, I can't wait. It's one of my favorite games of all time. The first part of the game is a little boring. You always have to go downstairs and get this morph ball first. There's not... It's the first step. I mean, early on in any game, there's like a tutorial area, just kind of learning what the buttons do, what you're doing, and your place in life, really. You have to figure out what you want to major in when you go to school, how many kids you're going to have and what you're going to name them, how many chihuahuas you're going to have, and this is supposed to be a morph ball. And it is not. And that is interesting. If I don't have the morph ball, I can't actually get down here. Because if I go down here, yeah, I can't. And there's an item in the next room that I can't get either. Okay, hold on a second. Let me clear away these monsters that are totally supposed to be in this room this early in the game. So I can't actually get through here either. There's supposed to be like missiles back there. And the only other item in the area is in the roof. And there's my morph ball in the ceiling where it's too high for me to reach. Okay, I have an idea. Here's what we're going to try. We're going to come back into this room, respawn the monsters, right? I'm going to kill one of these little geemers. We're going to kill some of these little bats. That geemer won't move while he's off screen. But this guy, we can get rid of him. Alright, come on, geemer. I need you to help me, brother. I need a little assistance getting the first item you have to get in Super Metroid before you can do anything else in the game. I'm endeavoring not to scroll you off screen, so I want to stand right here, shoot, jump, and I missed it. And we're going to try that again. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Super Metroid randomizer. What we have done is randomize the position of every item in the game through a series of logic that means the game is still completable. So the items are mixed up. We're going to get stuff in different places. But it means that we have to do some silly stuff like this. My little geemer friend, I'm going to get in the position. We're going to shoot when he's on the slope. We're going to jump when he's between those two blocks. And he's going to knock us up into our morphing ball. Boy, howdy. Once again, I do have my little checklist on screen. Ooh, some early power bombs. Early power bombs can be interesting. Because now, technically, I can get up here and check out what's going on this side. We do have to waste some power bombs to get up there, though, and we're going to have to use another one to get back out. If you get bombs before power bombs, the bombs can show up very, very late in your logic, which means you got to be careful not to get into a room like this with no power bombs and no way to get more. But, as we've learned, I want to jump through this door, hold jump, and maybe push down when I get up there. Good. And we got 2 items in this room we can get. So there's some more missiles. You don't mind seeing more missiles. And what's in the corner pocket here? Some supers. Nice. Early super missiles definitely never go remiss. You do tend to get missiles and super missiles pretty early in the randomizer just because you can't really get anywhere without them. But because I've got power bombs, essentially the game doesn't have to give me bombs at all, ever. We might find our bombs after Ridley or in any of 100 other stupid places. We are not guaranteed any bombs. We are not entitled to any bombs. These are not the bombs you're looking for. So one thing this means is that we may not have to fight the Bomb Torizo. The actual trigger for the Bomb Torizo to stand up and start fighting you is if you have the bombs on your equipment screen. So you pick the bombs up in that room and that triggers him to come to life. If he's not actually holding bombs, you just run in there and get whatever item he's holding and then leave again. But as you can see, we're going to be doing quite a lot of the game out of order. We're going to be guarding our power bombs very jealously, and we're going to be doing more safety saves than I normally do. I have played a few seeds of the Super Metroid randomizer. It's a lot of fun if you know Super Metroid. A couple quality of life issues. For one, you can see the maximum ammo of all of your ammo types up there. At any time, they've redrew the graphics so you can see how many missiles, super missiles, power bombs you have maximum. I could continue on to the right there by using my last power bomb and going that way, and that would get me down into the green area of Brinstar, but there's too many easy checks up top, back up in Crateria way that I want to check first. So we're going to head back on up as we do. And I think we're going to have to run back to the ship to get more power bombs before we do much else. What other quality of life stuff? This isn't a quality of life issue, but they've actually changed how the suits work slightly. In standard vanilla Metroid, when you get the gravity suit, I think I explained this a little bit. The gravity suit is a straight-up upgrade to the Varia. The Varia doesn't do anything the gravity suit doesn't do. In this version, there's my first energy tank. In order to make the Varia suit a little better, and in order to place it better in the logic, so you don't roll an early gravity suit, then never need the Varia, they made it so the gravity suit does not give you damage reduction from environments. You can't jump in lava safely with it. You can't go through heated rooms with the gravity suit safely. So the way this randomizer kind of shakes out is you got to get morph ball and some form of bombs, either bombs or power bombs, pretty early. More than half of the items in the game, obviously, are missile, super missile, power bomb upgrades. Once you have those, you kind of search around the early areas in Brinstar until you find either the Varia or the gravity suit. Then you go to either Norfair or Meridia, depending on which armor you found. Get a bunch of items there, and eventually you end up with the gravity suit, the Varia, and the... don't have any power bombs to check that room. I gotta run to the ship, get my power bombs back. Nothing around here drops power bombs. But yeah, once you have all the armors and you have the space jump, lower Norfair is open to you and you can go fight Ridley. The wrecked ship you can pretty much do anytime. I like to try and do it after I've got the speed booster, because the jumps to get across the lake into the wrecked ship I think are pretty testy if you don't have a shine spark or a grappling beam to just swing across the lake like you're supposed to. It's possible that one of the items that we're going to need in the Rando is going to be hidden in the wrecked ship, and we might have to try to get in there without the usual items. And this is one of the reasons I do enjoy this randomizer quite a bit, is it kind of takes me out of my comfort zone a little. There are multiple difficulty settings you can check. There is, I think, it's either called normal or casual, I'm not sure, which is a basic randomization, but you kind of leaves major items and major item locations, missile tank upgrades and missile tank locations, that kind of stuff. There is a hard mode where it's kind of like the normal casual one, except it doesn't guarantee you'll have the Varia before Norfair, and it doesn't guarantee you'll have the gravity suit before Meridia. Getting through those locations to fight the boss at the end without those items is very doable. However, even on hard mode, I think it won't send you down to lower Norfair without the Varia, so you're not going to try to get all the way through heated rooms and fight Ridley with the constant heat drain. There is a tournament setting, which I think is just the standard race setting for the Super Metroid Randomizer community races and things. And what I have it on is called full randomization. And I think the difference here is, instead of rolling major items into major item locations and upgrades into upgrade locations, it can roll anything anywhere with the, I think, hard logic. So we might be doing heat runs, we might be doing Meridia with no gravity suit. We'll have to see how it goes. Is this my bombs? Well, it's some bombs. I do use a tracker. I guess by this point I've already put a tracker on screen so you guys can follow along with what items I have. And part of it is just knowing where you can check and when. So the game is largely broken up into maybe 4.5 sections. Like I said, you start out, you need the morph ball and some kind of bombs before you can do anything. Before long, you'll have missiles and supers. The next big upgrade is when you can get into either Norfair or Meridia or the wrecked ship, depending on if you find the speed booster, the grappling beam, or whatever you find first. Wherever you need to go. I would not mind doing Norfair Hell Runs. Norfair Hell Runs I think I'm okay with. It's the Meridia runs that I think would be awful. I actually want to check up here real quick. Because there are 2 items up here, and if they're worth doing, I think I can force my way through there right now. Even with as little energy as I have, if it's an item that's worth getting. I'd say that's an item worth getting. My goodness. That's the screw attack. Okay. So let's spend the next 6 episodes. Oh my goodness. I've got 200 energy to get through the Crateria gauntlet. Is this a thing I can do? I might run over and check the lake real quick, just to see if it's an energy tank. I don't have bombs, otherwise I could get up to the top area out here. I could bomb jump up there. I don't have a shine spark to get up there. I'm going to... There's one more easy item in the area I'm going to check. We're going to take the ship here. We're going to run over to the lake real quick. Actually, I'm going to check most of Pink Brinstar, I think. If I can get this gauntlet done, if I can do this gauntlet and get an early screw attack, this is going to be a super fun run of Rando. But with 200 health, that's a tall order getting through the gauntlet, especially for me, because there's a lot of acid, and we might not get a health refill in there anywhere. So what we're going to do instead is we're going to head over this way real quick. We're going to equip some missiles, and we can blow our way through this room. Blow this up, and see what's on the lake over here. It's looking like a super missile. It's better if you actually do jump here. I don't know why I'm trying to get these. These are not going to help me in the gauntlet, but I kind of don't want to leave them here either. Ah! I wonder if it's possible for the logic to send me up through the back door of the wrecked ship. Yeah, there we go. So, we can get across this lake with perfect jumps, but I'm really, really bad at it. Basically, we'd have to do that jump and then wall jump off of the little pedestal there. And, I can't even equip my missiles on the first try. So here's what we're going to do. We got a couple of quick checks down in Pink Brinstar that we'll do now. That require some power bombs on us. Actually, we can restock power bombs right here on these guys coming back up. I mean, I've got 8. It's not going to matter. It's not going to matter. We're fine. So we're going to head down here. There are 3 item checks down here we can look for. I'm going to need 4 power bombs to get to one of them, but I've got 7, and I think I need another one to get back out. So we should have enough power bombs to clear all this area. Oh, I can get them from the Wiggly Men's down here, too, if I need to. Let's check this room here, next. Let's get these guys to bounce over here. Got them all. Nice. Just some missiles. We are really looking for an energy tank down here is what we would want more than anything in the world right now. That was bad. We might be able to do the Crateria gauntlet now. I'm 200 energy. I would really like to. I'm going to say that much. We do have 2 checks down here. Yeah, we can farm power bombs off these guys if we need to.
Shoutouts to Ace of Heartless for sponsoring this video. If you like the video and want to see more, please tickle my thumb, leave a friendly comment, and then ring my little bell.